All right. Yeah. The next topic we have Rumble predictions.
Ooh. I should probably check who's in the Rumble, shouldn't I?
I've got a list here for you, Zach, if it helps.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, good. I'll put it in the chat, but I'll read it out as well. So for the men, so I've got men's and women's here. So people that have been confirmed, so absolute. Men's Rumble will be Cody Rhodes. So as we know, Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, Shinsuke Nakamura. Wow, that has not come out the way I wanted it to. Sorry. Shinsuke Nakamura, Bobby Lashley, Drew McIntyre, Gunther, Chad Gable, Otis, and Akira Tozawa. And then confirmed women's Rumble entrants so far are Bayley, Nia Jax, Becky Lynch, Bianca Belair, and Maxine Dupree.
Can I go Becky Lynch for the women's?
Yep.
I think that's probably the consensus pick at the moment, honestly. Yeah. I can't see.
Where did you send that list for the males?
I put it in the chat of this thing, but I'll put it in. Is there an easy?
Private
there you
chat.
go. Yep, sorry.
Yeah.
Hey, Dill.
I was looking at the Discord. I'm like, not the Discord.
I'm going to separate it because it didn't come out in a list form, which I thought it would do.
I'm going to go Drew for the males.
Ooh. Interesting.
I think that there's only going to be one of two people it can be for the men.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't think they're going to go Cody again. I don't think they're going to do it.
Has there been a back-to-back winner before?
There's been 3. Stone Cold, Michaels, and Hulk Hogan.
Cena? Didn't Cena win it back-to-back?
I don't think so.
I don't think Cena's won it back-to-back, no.
He's won it twice, but not back-to-back. Hold on. But yes, there has been, Zach.
There definitely has been. I think, and this goes into my surprise entrant, that it's either CM Punk to face Rollins, but they're already setting that up. So I'm like, well, do they need CM Punk to win it? When they can literally just have the feud happen. It doesn't really build on anything, does it?
No, but you think about the fact that CM Punk has never really had a memorable Royal Rumble moment, except for his straight edge sermon on the mound.
Yeah.
Which was pretty good. He hasn't actually really been in all that many Rumbles.
True.
Like, he's champion a lot of the time, so he couldn't be. And then before that, he was really an afterthought, so he wasn't really entered that many times. So, but
I'm with Sheep. You don't really need to put him to win him because he's already sort of started that feud with Rollins, so you don't really need to go. If you do it, everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, I saw that coming a mile away." It's sort of a
they did that last year with Cody.
And also, there's the problem now of this sort of this rumor with The Rock's return again. That they're building up to Rock versus Roman.
Yes,
which is going to be my next thing.
Or he needs to come back full time. He needs to stop doing these.
The Rock is never coming back full time. He's
realize how much money he makes from movies.
Yeah, The Rock is also.
The Rock's coming back 2 weeks later. The Rock is leaving. I'm sick of
The Rock usually only pops up every couple of years at this point. It's not. It's only when he starts.
He's been back twice in the last 3 months.
3, yeah. But before that, right? He pops up maybe once a year or more, and he's not always wrestling when that happens.
Of course, he's going to be back and have this match. It's something they were going to do for the last 2 WrestleManias. Scheduling conflicts stopped it from happening. They've got the opportunity to do it now. I think maybe The Rock is a surprise entrant. And The Rock
I was thinking that.
I think he shows up.
The Rock comes in at number 27. Bang.
Nah, don't. Nah, I would be so mad if they gave him the Rumble win. I can't lie.
I wouldn't.
But it's also the WWE, so I can see how much heat that would generate. But the whole point is not to give him heat. He's probably supposed to be the
I
face.
don't think it will give him heat. I don't
Why-
think
Why are you
it'd give him
against
heat.
it?
More because I probably just because more on the not to harp on where Zach is like he's a part timer. Like I don't know. I just don't want to see a part timer win it. That's more my thing. So maybe that kind of like I don't necessarily want to see Punk win it personally. I'd like to see like I mean McIntyre winning it. I'd probably be the biggest fan of that. I'd probably want to see McIntyre win it personally.
So
That'd be where I'm at.
What's the problem with a quote unquote part timer winning the Rumble?
Personally,
They're back, what 4 weeks of the year when there's people there 365 days a year.
Yeah, but it's all part of the game. Like,
it's not. It's not.
building.
That's
it's
the
not just
luxury
that for me.
that star power earns you.
Yeah, that's having earned it, and I can accept part timers.
Look at
That's
Roman.
fine. Yeah. That's. I mean, he's been away a little bit too much for my liking, but I'm also in the boat of I've been getting really frustrated with Roman holding the title and how many times Lesnar was holding the title.
Same.
Yeah.
So
I do agree on that point.
Yeah, I'm okay with them being main card draws. I just don't want them to take away accolades from, say, like for example, Drew McIntyre. Like he's only won. I mean, the whole thing has been like he's only won titles in COVID times. He's never been in front of a big crowd. Like it's at this point of where it's like now they're giving him this kind of run. I want to see them act on it and give him a Rumble win.
Okay, but let me give you a potential scenario where you can still make Drew McIntyre look good. So Drew McIntyre eliminates 10 people in the Rumble. Looks like he's going to win it. Rock, hang on, let me finish. Rock comes in late, like eliminates Drew McIntyre, wins the Rumble. Goes on to beat Roman at WrestleMania. Now you've got to take the title off Rock because he can't be full time. Now you've got a storyline set up for Drew McIntyre to then win the title off The Rock. I'm not saying that's great storytelling or anything, but it's a way that you can easily make Drew McIntyre or anyone else who's got enough potential to look
I guess
great.
Cody then fits into it after that too, so that makes sense. But because they were promoting together on Monday night last week, so like that does make sense. It's just me. Like that's just where my personal bias is. It's like I just think the people who have done enough work through the year have been put in those storylines to earn it should get the chance, and where like there have been. Like I'm happy with The Rock being made to look strong. It's just for me, I would just rather see someone like McIntyre win it. But that's just me. If The Rock wins it, look, I probably won't be that mad in all effect. It's just like I could see it being utilized just as well somewhere else with say McIntyre.
If you want to make McIntyre look great, isn't it better to have him beat The Rock for the championship than to win the Royal Rumble?
This is true. It's very true. But I'd also Sheep to cut you off. But I'd also like to see McIntyre take Rollins' world heavyweight title.
Well,
sure.
That's kind of my
one potential scenario though that I'm.
That's my point. Like it would be hard for Drew to take the title off Rock or Roman because he's on a different show.
Yeah.
I also don't think if Drew wins the Rumble, I don't think he wins at Mania.
Yeah, probably not.
Because I just feel, although he is very well liked and very well loved backstage, his star power is here compared to Rollins.
Yeah, but it could be more. That's the thing.
It could be, but you've got to go off the fans.
It's more.
He hasn't got that.
I also want to. Yeah,
they're trying to play the whole half face, half heel thing with him, and the fans aren't buying it.
I get that. I also want to actually. I want to see where Zach's point was as well, real quick. But also, more the reason I didn't want to see The Rock win is because The Rock has the power to go and just get a match at WrestleMania and no one will be mad at it.
Yeah,
that's more why? Like, why does he need it? Like, he doesn't.
Well,
he doesn't need it.
He's only got one Rumble win, and it's with an asterisk.
And that's where foot touched the floor, blah, blah, blah.
2000 Raw Rumble.
Is that when the Big Show and him? Yeah.
Yeah, and that's when his feet touched the floor.
The Big Show, he actually touched the floor first, but he was supposed to win.
Yeah, so... Yeah, I get that, but he doesn't need it. That's my only thing. Like, he really doesn't need it. Why wouldn't you put it on someone who could probably use it as even if they don't win at WrestleMania, but give it to someone who probably could lift off of that Rumble win and get the fans around them that are needed, or the heat either way they want to generate it. But either way I see it.
The other way they could go with this, which would be quite interesting, is the men's Rumble match is going to be the last match. It's going to be the main event.
Yeah.
Randy's already lost the Fatal 4-Way earlier that night, comes into the Rumble, wins the Rumble. WrestleMania becomes a triple threat between The Rock, Randy, and Roman. Something happens where Solo goes to take out The Rock, accidentally hits Roman. Double RKO onto The Rock, and Solo. The Rock gets pinned.
Yeah, that would be cool too.
The Rock's not going to take that bump. His ego is not going to let him take that bump.
No, he would. The Rock's taking a ton of bumps, man. Like, he definitely would take that bump. 100% he would.
Of course
he is. The Rock ego in terms of his actual character, no. But, like, The Rock in terms of the wrestler and the worker, definitely would.
Yeah.
Like, Dwayne Johnson would take that bump. But it also, I think that's a great idea, though, because then it sets up an Evolution storyline against Cody, I guess, if you're going to put it that way. So,
and that sets it up for SummerSlam. And then you could, if The Rock was to come back for another match this year, The Rock versus Roman, non-title, head of the table, whole thing, because the WrestleMania outcome wasn't.
I really do wonder what that dynamic between the two of them is like, whether it would be the case of The Rock wants to pass the torch, or that Roman's kind of going to retire anyway and he wants to show respect to Rock. And, you know, I would be interested to see how that would play out and how they would decide to do that between the two of them.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, they are very close. I mean, when Roman won his first Rumble, they had The Rock come out and try and get him over, and even The Rock got booed.
The Rock's face when everyone was booing.
Roman was not popular back then.
No. I mean, this is what Roman should have been from the start, but he needed to get there. I understand that.
Can I just harp back on what I was trying to say before with the Drew thing?
Yeah, we kind of cut him through a couple times.
Sorry.
Put him in as one, like what Stu was saying. Make him last until 27 or so. So he makes sure he eliminates blah 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 so many people. Then bring The Rock in to eliminate him, or whatever. Like sort of.
Is this McIntyre you're talking about?
Yeah. So put McIntyre as one. Make him go into about 26, 27.
Yeah.
Bring The Rock in at 26 to 27. Rock eliminates McIntyre. And then sort of go from there.
Yeah. The only problem is with that, I don't think they're going to put him in at 1 or 2 because he was at number 1 spot last year.
Okay, yeah.
No, they might. They might Iron Man him. That could happen. It would also possibly build up more fanfare around him if they Iron Manned him this year. Because as you're saying, like the crowd's struggling to get behind him. So if you Iron Man him and he looks very strong, people are probably going to make it more.
I mean, it would be a first to have. I'm pretty sure it would be a first to have someone come in at number 1 2 years in a row.
Oh no, I think it's happened before. Either way, it doesn't matter.
Michael's done it, hasn't he?
Michael's won it from one. Michael's won it from one. At least one of the 2 times. I don't know if he Iron Manned both.
Hasn't he come in at 1, then came in at 2 the next year or something?
Yeah, but they're both not number 1. So
Mysterio's done it as well.
What, as in one from the number 1 or gone from one?
It's either 1 or 2.
Mysterio was 1 from the number 2.
Yeah.
Mysterio was the first.
Still number 1,
really. The number 2 spot.
Yeah. The opening spot. Yeah. He Iron Manned that. Great Rumble.
first person to win it from the number 2 spot, though.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, we'll go back to the women's. Obviously, we're all pretty confident that Becky's probably going to win it.
Yeah, has to. Has to be made to look good to fight Ripley, because Rhea has still yet to have a good opponent.
In that division to sort of challenge her. So
Becky Lynch.
Yeah, like Becky's come back from injury, isn't she? So they don't want to throw her straight back in there.
No,
she's been back for about 8 months.
Yeah,
but
been back for a while.
But she had a really good feud with who was it? Who was it? She had a Trish Stratus.
Yeah, Trish Stratus and
Becky.
Zoe Stark.
I just want to throw a scenario out there that gets Becky the win. Ripley enters the Rumble.
And eliminates for Becky.
No, Becky eliminates Rhea at the end of the Rumble. So Rhea goes in there as, I'm dominant, nobody can beat me. If I win, I've got the championship and the main event style thing. There is nobody that can challenge me. And then Becky throws her out last. And that sets up the proper feud between those two for Mania. The doubt starts creeping into Rhea.
I think it would be a waste of an opportunity to make a bunch of other women look good, though, if Rhea comes in and just smashes everyone.
Well, not if Rhea comes in at number 30 and like the majority of the field's already gone.
Yeah, but if you have, say, a last 6, Rhea comes in and dispatches all of them, how many of top tier stars are you making look terrible by doing that?
Yeah.
Like maybe you're not doing jobbers in, but you are ruining probably the top part of the women's division.
She doesn't have to eliminate them. She might just come in and eliminate, say, Nia Jax. Becky still eliminates the others, or Becky or Raquel Rodriguez still eliminate the others. Do you know what I mean? Rhea just comes in, eliminates 1 or 2 of the bigger built girls, like the ones that can match her for strength. That, might be a little bit unbelievable if Becky's the one that throws them out.
The thing is the brain trust over WWE smart enough to think of that?
I'd say Triple H is probably a lot smarter than me.
It's always the question it comes down to, isn't it? We can always propose how good these scenarios may be, but at the end of the day, there'll be something either so left field we won't see, or the dead obvious answer, and that's always the dream of it.
Any surprise entrants for the women's? Do you think?
No, she just popped out a kid, didn't she? So it's not going to be her.
There could always be popped out a kid.
It was about 2-3 months ago, so she won't be that far away from coming back.
Because if anything, that would be my surprise.
Not a bad shout. It's not a bad shout,
Who'd you say, Alexa Bliss?
Yeah, it might still be a little bit early, but it's not a bad shout.
Isn't it a little early since you've just popped out a kid?
The good thing about the Rumble is you can protect people really well, because they don't have to be doing much. They can be sitting in the corner.
She get thrown out under the ring for about half the match and just
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Do the Hornswoggle special? Go hiding under the ring after that?
The Dolph Ziggler.
I think you mean the what's his name? Not Apollo Crews. Who's it that fell under the Titus O'Neil? Titus O'Neil. He ran and fell under the
There's an interesting story. So the year or 2 before that, he was actually supposed to come in and get eliminated and match Santa Morella's quickest
elimination. Yeah. Didn't he beat
it?
And
he absolutely botched it. So he went to jump as Kane and whoever the other one was went to clothesline him, and he just went straight into the ropes and bounced off it a little bit, and then sort of had to climb over it.
Yeah.
And apparently Vince went off.
Oh, it doesn't surprise me, does it?
I am happy with Santino still having that record.
Yeah.
I want Santino to always have that.
Yeah.
You have a big mouth, John Cena. Like, God, I love Santino Marella.
The Baptista.
Oh, Babatista.
I think as far as surprise entrants might go, obviously there was talk that Sasha Banks has finished in New Japan and was in talks
I'd
with
love to see
WWE.
That would be good.
And there is rumors, big rumors, that those talks stalled and finished, and that she may be signing with AEW.
But after everything that's happened with AEW recently, would she?
If she holds off and just for an appearance at the Rumble, comes in, goes to the Rumble, crowd goes huge, and then 3 weeks later she turns up in AEW.
I feel like WWE wouldn't be willing to give that one match contract. I feel like they would. I feel like they give her like a 6 month or something, like something small, but not like popping up to.
Triple H isn't Vince. Triple H, like when it came to Edge going to AEW, he was asked about it in an interview, and he goes, "Look, you got to do what's right for you. There's no animosity. I'm happy for him, and I've sent him that message."
I mean, it's obviously why I was the right person to bring Punk back.
Yeah, Hunt is more. I want
to
be happy. Yeah.
He gets the game. He gets the industry more than what Vince currently does.
Also,
Vince
only there's precedent over the last couple of years for them having people just come in for the Rumble from other promotions, even like Mickey James came in last year, and they actually announced her as
TNA champion.
Yeah, TNA champion.
True.
And had her there with a belt, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, she came out as the TNA Knockouts champion. So,
wow. Okay, fair enough.
There's going to be. I mean, AEW is a little bit different. They're more on level.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if it's going to make money and going to be good for the fans, Triple H is going to do it.
I think Trips might give it off of that contingent that maybe she'd be willing to re-sign after she's had the Rumble match.
Yeah,
as well, considering if she has that moment. So that's a fair.
And the one that we spoke about before we went on air.
Yeah,
Jade Cargill.
Yeah. My kind of theory on this is that although she was definitely too green when she left AEW, and she definitely needed time in the Performance Center and a bit of work, it's now been like about 6 months or so, maybe not quite that, but it's been
about that.
It's been many months. I'm sure she would be ready, and I reckon she's probably been ready for a couple of months already, and they've seen this as an opportunity to hold her back and have her come in as a surprise entrant and actually eliminate quite a few people. I don't think they would ever have her win, but it would be a great opportunity to make her look strong. And
And again, like I said before, it's a good way to protect her if she's not quite ready.
Yeah.
And going back to my Rhea Ripley theory, she's one that Rhea could come in and throw out and it not really affect anybody, but would set up maybe a future feud between those two when she is ready or does come in.
You could do that either way. You could have Jade eliminate Rhea.
Yeah, even still. That might actually be even better. And then Becky still goes on and wins.
Yeah.
In saying that, Jade Cargill wouldn't be a bad pick to win it. I don't think she would, but if they're building her to be the star that she is,
I think they give her a strong performance off the bat.
I mean, people talk about her like she just absolutely can't wrestle. And from watching her in AEW, I really don't think it was that. It was like, yeah, she's very green and whatever, but she's not unsafe particularly. No. She just looked a bit stiff.
You've only got to watch a few other matches in AEW to realise that that's half the people there.
Yeah.
I think,
if anything, she was slightly above the average.
Yeah.
I think before anyone goes on a calling too green, they need to remember Eva Marie existed and wrestled in the WWE multiple times, and then they need to settle. So yeah,
and with Jade, like with Goldberg back in the day, like you can just have her squash a lot of people and not have to work particularly hard.
Yeah, which is what AEW tried to do, and it didn't really work out because people seeing big comparisons.
Yeah.
In saying that, I did see something. Speaking of AEW, that one of their wrestlers posted something on Twitter about.
Gosh, and you didn't come prepped with this information?
No, I do. I've got it right here. I only just remembered about it. So someone posted an article on Twitter saying that they'd like to see the Dudley Boys in AEW for one last run. Watching them against some of the younger tag teams and having a bit of a feud with them would be good for everyone and create some memorable moments. And Max Caster, one of the members of this tag team, said Bully Ray has to pay a lot of dues before he steps foot in my locker room.
Fair enough.
Yeah, right.
Wow.
That's
to which Bully Ray replied, "None of you young boys in that locker room have paid your dues. That's the problem. See you soon."
Oh.
Someone get the table ready.
That's big talk. That's big talk.
I don't think there's many people that have paid as much dues as the Dudley Boys as far as tag teams go.
Or even Bubba as a singles wrestler in TNA.
Have been there from ECW, WWE, TNA, the indie circuits, and done it all.
Yeah, they've definitely done their part for tag team wrestling. Full stop.
Yeah. Yeah, saying they haven't done that. Yeah, that's insanity.
It absolutely baffled me when I saw this. I couldn't believe what I was reading.
Unless they have already signed and
it's a work. Yeah.
Yeah, this is true.
But I mean, isn't Devon's already retired, isn't he? But I mean,
he'd come out. He'd come out though.
Yeah.
He'd come out for. I think they'd get like a
retirement. He's talking about nothing else. There's nothing going on there.
Good. I think he would come out of retirement for at least a couple other more matches, kind of just to put their press their feet down on people's necks, kind of make that point. Like I definitely think he would. I mean,
go into the new big company, win one title, hang up the boots again, sort of thing, and then they can officially say they've done it all.
Did you see the Twitter replies afterwards as well?
No, I haven't.
So Max came around, because I was just looking at it too. Max just came around with, okay, just remember to shake my hand when you get to my locker room. And then Bully Ray has just come back with a very brief, Punk was right. That's all he said. CM Punk was right. And just...
I don't appreciate his sense of humor.
Yeah. Yeah.